Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. So in this video I'm going to show you how I curl my hair and give you some pointers and tips and tricks on how to do it on yourself. So I started off by brushing out my hair, brushing all those knots out, and then I am going to be adding some heat protectant specifically to those ends because I will be using this curling iron at a pretty high temperature. I do have medium textured hair, so I'm using my curling iron to about 400 degrees. So depending on the texture of your hair, you want to also be mindful of the temperature that you're going to use. Now, given the cooler that you use it, and if it's not cool enough, it's only going to create a wave rather than a nice curl. So just be attentive to the temperature. I am going to section off the top part of my hair, just leave a few inches, probably a couple of inches from the bottom. I went across, clipped that up, and then I'm taking the bottom there, I'm taking this in two sections, and then I'm going to put the curling iron towards the middle of that section to start curling. Now the rule of thumb here is that the clip needs to be in the opposite direction of where you're going to turn your curl. So you don't want to put this in the front and start trying to curl towards the front because you're going to create a kink in your hair and that ain't cute. So here I'm just releasing that curl and I am going to go in slow motion so you can see that. So I open the clip of that curling iron and I place that about midway of the section or even a little higher if you wanted to. And then you just start turning it. And then you're going to open it a little bit, slide it down so hair from the bottom can slide in between that clip and turn it, and then open, slide down, and curl that again. And you kind of just keep doing that until you have all your ends up in that clip. This will help all of the hair to get heated evenly and all of that section will get nice and curled. What you don't want to do is start at the bottom and go up because then you're not going to have that even heat going throughout that entire section. So then you just kind of open it up and you let that hair or the curl slide out. I like to just open it slightly and then kind of just release it. And then I just keep going. And what I like to do is just keep taking sections around my head. And then from there, I just keep grabbing, the smaller sections so I can curl. And usually in the front of my face, I like those curls to go away from my face because that way it can frame your face and not go all up in your face. So I kind of then, as you can see, I'm alternating those curls so those curls can just, be their own and kind of hang out and not mix and interlock. So I'm just going to keep going all around my head. And I kind of do like to, once I'm getting close to the top where I have my hair, oh, I forgot the piece. So I take the sections or the back and I kind of just bring them forward to each side to make it easier to get to those sections because, you can't get your arms up back there. So I just like to bring them over to the front of each side and go from there. So here I just keep curling and keep taking sections. So in case you were wondering what those weird things on my ear was, if you made this video pretty high definition or made it into a big screen, those are acupuncture points and my acupuncturist puts different type of pressure points or points on my ear. So they're just little seeds that kind of stick with like a little tiny little square of Band-Aid. That's what that was. So I hope you weren't weirded out by seeing that. No, I'm not bleeding out of my ears. They're just pressure points. Alright, so here at the top, since I'm pretty much done, I am going to section off the hair the way that I want it to be because you don't want to curl and then decide you want your sections or your part in the front to be different. You want to make sure that you part it where you want those curls to be. So just be sure to do that once you get to the front pieces of your hair. So then here, as you can see, I'm starting to look like Curly Sue. And what you don't want to do is leave your hair like this, because unless you're a child going to your first communion or a 12 or 13-year-old. This look isn't that cute for a grown girl. So before I undo this curly Sue-ness, I'm gonna take my Joico hairspray and spray that before I mess with it. And then what I do is I take my hands and kind of just slide them up and under and kind of break up those curls. Or you can also take a wide tooth comb and kind of do the same so your curls can be a little more voluminous. The curls are still gonna be there, you're not gonna undo them, you're just not gonna look like Curly Sue. So there you have it, and I'm just finishing up the styling. Okay, found it. Okay, and then I hairspray it again, and then that's it. Oh, forgot my clip. Okay. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.